May, I rode a cycling tour in Normandy. This time I didn't go alone. I brought my daughter with me on her first bike touring trip. We spent several weeks preparing our gear, and after riding 150 miles of training laps around Windsor Great Park, we were ready. The plan was to ride from Malo to Havre, using these ferry ports to link our start and return point of Portsmouth. Well, we've arrived in Malo. We're having our first taste of cycling in France. We just got off the boat and we're going along the promenade. Weather's lovely and we're looking to enjoy the day. Up ahead is Cancale. We're going to have a little ice cream stop. Been riding about 12-13 miles, about an hour and a half. And we've just hit some beach. I see a problem. I think we might be pushing a little bit. We'll see. We'll have some people ahead. Let's try it out. So how hot is Annabelle?
Too hot, too hot, too hot.
It's lovely and warm. We've been riding along this nice shady path here, shady track. We've stopped for a Moam. And down there I can see just off to the left goes a track, but it looks less shady. So we're just having a little break for a drink and a Moam. And we're off. It's a final leg of a journey up Mont Saint-Michel. We're nearly there, just a couple of miles, it's so hot. Looking forward to getting to the campsite, chilling out, getting a cold drink and sitting in the shade. We were happy about the hot weather, but didn't realise we were on the cusp of a heat wave, which was to set the tone of the trip and impact our journey later on. Well, it's very early, 6:45 here. Getting up early to avoid the sun. Started packing up. Going to try and get them bakery for 7 o'clock opening. Get some pastries. And then get out and do as many miles as we can before the sun gets hot. Come along the coast of Mont Saint-Michel, we've gone around the bay, and we've come inland now, so we went a little bit up the river. We've did a hard turn right, had a old rusty bridge, and Annabelle powered up a steep hill to the top, and now we're on the old railway. And so we're going gradually up. You barely notice the incline, but we're steadily gaining feet over time. We've got a change of scenery now, so away from the coast. And we won't see the coast for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. And it's lovely, it's nice and shady. It's going to be a hot day, 34 it says, so I'm glad of his shade. It was now mid-afternoon and we were getting hot and we were getting tired. The temperature had been over 30 degrees for most of the day and we'd ridden over 35 miles so far. We climbed slowly but steadily since we turned away from the coast at the river saloon. I was starting to regret carrying on past Saint-Hilaire and the campsite, which looked great, but it was too late to turn back. We had to push on and finish the climb up to Domfront. There was about 15 miles left, and we followed the valley of the river Saloon along the old railway route, crisscrossing the river multiple times over old bridges. The river was getting smaller as we climbed. As we got nearer, we could see the town and it sat on top of a hill. It looked pretty steep. Eventually, we arrived in Domfront, a medieval hill village, only to find everything shut for Whit Monday, which is a religious holiday in France. Despite the shorter day, we are hot and tired, and tomorrow the forecast is for it to be even hotter. At the campsite in the evening, we sat down to replan. We decided to cut the trip short and finish at Caen, meaning we could have a rest day. Well, we had a bit of up and down out of Pont-Saint-Orly, Pont-d'Orly, Pont-de-Wheelie, I can't remember how to say it now. And then we went up the road and went up and down the valley. There's quite a few climbs and it's beginning to doubt our legs, but now we've got back on the green route, the Voie Vert. And we've seen some old railway tracks by the side of this. So this is an old railway track. We've been over a lovely bridge, really tall bridge over the river. And this is just a joy to descend. It's so smooth and there's a gentle descent. You just freewheel, you don't have to pedal at all. It was about 11-12 mile an hour with no effort at all. This is more what we'd expected after all our climbing up to the dizzy heights of the hills around Domfront. Now, this is our reward. I hope it continues. Annabelle said it's too good to be true. She's really worried that it's going to finish and we're going to get some more hills. Go back on the roads, but I'm hopeful it's going to last a little while. I just passed Theo Court and nice little break, a little rest, ice cream, sit on the old platform in the shade, drinking an ice cream, refresh ourselves. We're continuing on the final stage to Caen. Coming up, looks like we've got a bit of the old railway infrastructure which could be quite exciting to go through. Have to see if we go through it or not. Yeah, it looks like we're going through the tunnel. Doesn't look too dark, lights are on. Well, that's saved us a bit of a climb, hasn't it? Thank you, the French railway engineers and the organisation who's set up the Vélo Français. Good job.